Hey guys, so I didn't think I was going to be doing another video this soon, given the fact of everything that's happened, but I just saw through YouTube, I don't know if it's the actual YouTube account, or if it's just a person who is a fan of it and puts it, and that's their YouTube account name, but it's called Netflix US and Canada, and when I mean the and sign, the weird little one that's you have to press tab or shift and 7 to get. So I had seen a video recommended to me and I decided to take a look at it. On January 13th of 2017, so the day before my birthday, we are getting a new series from Netflix. Now I don't know if I already covered about that they're doing Iron Fist. Now I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to watch that because that would be something I'd watch with my dad. And we are seriously behind on Daredevil. We've only watched one episode of Jessica Jones, and we are not starting, at least I don't know when we're going to start Luke Cage due to that, because while I don't believe Daredevil is connected to Jones, he could possibly be connected to Luke Cage, but I know that Luke Cage at least has been shown in Jessica Jones series, literally in the first episode. And so it's like that it's going to be a while, because after having now that all the Cub stuff is done, now we're just going to be, except for certain sports, it's like now we're slowly getting back to where we are watching our stuff, hopefully. But I am still hyped and I'm still processing that we actually won, so bear with me on that. But January 13th, Netflix is going to be retrying something that one movie did, and they did okay, but I'm hoping that this Netflix series actually can reboot that and readopt that the way that it should have been done. Now, I don't know if you guys, I've talked about this before with how books to movies or books to TV series have gone. I mean, we saw Under the Dome, and that I don't know how much of that was, or by the end of the final season, how much of that was based on the book. But we've seen people, them botch Percy Jackson, pretty much. We've seen him botch something that was basically an anime, and just brought into America, or originally in America, and try to make it live action, and they completely botched it. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now there's a couple of movies that they didn't completely botch that were based on books. Cirque du Freak, they just changed a little bit of it, and they squished 3 books into one movie. Now, while it could have been better as individual movies, it wasn't as bad as what people would think unless you're a die-hard fan. Sorry. Anyway, and the second one is a series of unfortunate events. Now, I've read the whole entire book series, and I mean, it took me a while to get to the last couple books due to time, and but I mean, after I got the first 4 for a birthday gift, but I had already started reading it, so I was just glad to have the first 4 volumes. I've got at least 2 more of the volumes through antique or used shops. But I've read all of the volumes. I don't know if I ever read any like side story books like based on Lemony Snicket or whatnot. But I think I might have looked at one of them. But they are officially doing this now. I think there's only 8 episodes so far being filmed. I don't know how many episodes this is officially going to be, because give or take how many episodes certain people are in. Like some people it only shows like 4 or 1 episode or something. Now the thing is, I've already seen a certain amount of characters, which I will talk about, and what they've been in previously before I reveal who they are officially playing. Now there's 2 of them I'm gonna wait with because they have the longest amount of things that they're in. Maybe 3 of them. Sorry. And then there's certain characters I'm not going to touch on that were semi-important depending on how you think they're important, such as a couple of Kellogg's henchmen, such as the hook-handed man, the white-faced women, the bald guy. I don't know if he was actually one of the henchmen or not. And also I won't be talking about the baby because, well, literally there's nothing she's been in before unless she's been baby commercials or something like that. Sorry. you might hear some talking out there. I'm going to try to be as loud as possible. So I'm going to start with this first girl. Her name is Melina Weissman. Now now I'm going to be only talking about certain things I've recognized or that I think are substantial that you guys might recognize. Whether I'm wrong or not, I don't know. But she's played the young version of Kara Zor-El from the Supergirl TV series that's been on for at least 2 seasons. And then she's also the main little girl that from this movie 9 Lives that just came out this year, I believe. She's gonna be playing Violet Boudoir. Or Baudelaire. I'm sorry, not Boudoir. I'm thinking of a different thing. She's gonna be playing Violet Baudelaire. And I know I'm probably botching it at the moment, but I haven't read the books in a long time, let alone listen to the voices. So I might have to get back into processing that, because depending on how this I'm going to say, try to watch the first season, or at least half the episodes. Like, they've got 8 episodes. Let's see how I feel about this in 8 episodes, once it comes out. Now, I'm going to be going to school at the same time, so you gotta bear with me that I might be doubling up on episode reviews, let alone how I feel about this, because if I like it within the 8 episodes that I can see so far, because it won't tell me how many episodes for sure are being filmed, because they're filming right now, which is perfect timing, because a lot of it takes place during cold times. There's sometimes that it's not so cold, but mostly it's in the cold timings for the most part. Now, like I said, the movie wasn't bad. They squished 3 books into 1 movie, and they did the best they could. And honestly, I really liked it. Because, they still kept that essence of how it was supposed to be. They just kind of shortened certain scenes that maybe could have been kept in or longer. But it's like they did the best they could. And the fact that they had Jim Carrey play Count Olaf, I would have considered him than no one else, but I think the person who is going to be playing him is a close second, so I'm going to get into that towards the end, because he's going to be one of the characters I'm going to be talking about towards the end, due to who is playing him. Now the guy, and I'm just going to say, this kid's very new to the acting business. He's only been one other thing called Barbarians Rising. I've not heard of it. All I know is it's a TV series, nor have I an interest in it, but he's going to be playing Klaus Baudelaire. And then, obviously, Sunny's going to be played by a baby. I didn't actually see any credits on her name, so hopefully that'll be put on as it gets closer to the time. K. Todd Freeman, who's been in The Dark Knight, and he played Mr. Trick. I can't remember who that is, but that's a character from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's going to be playing Mr. Poe, which is this kind of, he's an interesting character, kind of like a more meeker character, but he does the best he can because he cares about the kids, and he tries to do the best he can with getting them into good homes, which Count Olaf keeps botching ever since he lost his chance. So, he's going to be playing Mr. Poe. Now, I know they have one of his kids come up in the story, because they have someone who's playing like an Edgar Poe. I think that's his kid. Now the next guy is named Asif Madiv. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, dude. I really am. I'm not trying to mispronounce it on purpose. But this guy's been in Elena of Avalor as Elena's ghostly dad. He's been Jericho, he's been in ER, and he's been in Spider-Man 2. The original Spider-Man 2, not the new kid that's now in that war movie. But he's going to play Uncle Monty. Now, Uncle Monty was from the second book with the snakes and everything, so I'm hoping that this is going to be good. I'm literally going to be keeping an eye out for how they do this because it looks like they've got at least the first 3 books, some characters mentioned. Okay, the next character I'm going to be talking about is a little bit longer, so I'm going to not as long as another one, so I'm going to actually start with her. From the 3rd book, Aunt Josephine, the one who is very paranoid, It's going to be played by Bernadette Peters, who was in Ugly Betty. She was in a couple episodes of Ally McBeal. She was in, and the next three are actually more of what I know her from. If you remember the blonde, voluptuous woman from the movie Anastasia, her name was Sophie. That's who Bernadette Peters voiced. She also voiced in a lot of the Animaniacs episodes, including Wacko's Wish. And then she played, I think, I'm trying to think of who the character exactly was. I think it was like the girlfriend of the gangster guy who was the brother of, oh gosh, I'm not even gonna try to remember at the moment because my brain's not working. If you remember the original Annie, she played the girlfriend of the gangster guy / brother to the Miss Hannigan. I can't remember because the name sounded like something that would be like that. So she is going to be playing on Josephine, so I think that she'll do a pretty good job of that. The next one is at the bottom of my list. Justice Strauss is going to be played by, oh crap, I forgot to put her name. Sorry, I'm going to have to pull that up again. That was my fault, because I got what she was in. I don't have what her name is, sorry. My bad. I'm just trying not to get on their nerves because something must have happened with the TV thing. Justice Strauss is going to be played by Joan Cusack, who was Jessie from the Toy Story movie. She's also in a movie I haven't seen yet, Perks of Being a Wallflower. She was from a movie called My Sister's Keeper. I knew her in the movie School of Rock and Addams Family Values, but she's also in movies, or I don't know, I think they're both movies, 16 Candles and Runaway Bride. Now, if I'm talking a little fast, I apologize. I'm going to put a link to the site properly. Sorry. Now on to the last two people. Now, I would have never expected, but I guess I should have expected with one of them. Who they were going to be playing is Lemmy Snicket and Count Olaf are actually going to be in this. Now, Count Olaf I'm going to do last, technically, even though the other one actually has a lot more people I think I wrote down or typed in. So we're going to start with Lemmy Snicket. He's going to be played by a guy that most people know from many things. For you older people, like older than me, way older than me, like my dad's age, you know him from Seinfeld at some point. Possibly The Tick, which is an old superhero that was more of a sad attempt at superhero. Trust me, you don't want to know. It's weird, but it's hilarious depending on how you depend on it. He was also in a show called 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Daughter. He was in a couple of anime things. Kim Possible, I knew him from. He's Kronk from Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove and the TV series of Emperor's New Groove, which is a take on this fairy tale Emperor's New Clothes. He was also in one of the remakes of Scooby-Doo for a TV series called Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. He's been in more recently, one that's already ended, Rules of Engagement, another TV series called Crowd that has recently started last year and should be coming back hopefully soon, unless that was a summer thing, I don't know. And you guys know him as the wheelchair guy. I can't remember his name because I don't really watch Family Guy. But he's the wheelchair guy from Family Guy. His name's Patrick Warburton. I'm trying not to botch it. And he's going to play Lemmy Snicket. And last but not least, we know this guy from so many things. For you older people, you know him as Doogie Howser. For some of you guys who like sing music as well as superheroes, you know him as Dr. Horrible from Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along blog. He was Nightwing from Batman. Voiced Nightwing from Batman Under the Red Hood. We know him for a couple of episodes, or a few episodes from American Horror Story Season 4 Freak Show. And we know him mainly as Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. The guy who's playing Count Olaf is Neil Patrick Harris. So if you're wondering where the heck he's been at lately, that's what they're doing right now. So I'm really excited for this, and I'm hoping that you guys are too. So they're literally, I think they're just starting from the beginning, starting from scratch, and hopefully they're gonna do it right, where they actually can separate this instead of having it as more than one episode, a book in one episode. Because if they do, then it's gonna completely ruin it. Because there was many books, like at least 13 or 14, maybe even more. I cannot ever remember how many books there were in this series. In fact, I'm going to find out right now, before I end this. Let's see. Oh, I forgot they made a comic version too. There was 13 books. Literally the last one was called The End. But there's 13 books, and I can already tell that they're gonna do at least the first 3 books just like the movie did. Let's just hope that they actually get this done well, and I hope that Neil Patrick Harris can do Count Olaf justice, let alone Jim Carrey, who played him previously, justice, because I think that he had really done a good job. So it's gonna be hard for me to see him see if Neil Patrick Harris can not top, but come close. So this is Ali signing off. Click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Comment down below if you guys plan on watching this or what you think about this. Like I said, I will have a link to this in my video. I hope you all enjoy this.